Only in LA. Sorry about that, man. See, that's about as far as it goes up. What the fuck? Steven Jackson. Steven Jackson right there, baby. That's beast mode before Marshawn. That's original beast mode.
The Los Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum are committed.
They're starting to come up right now.
An enjoyable game day experience.
Let's go!
You know, becoming a head coach is something that you always dream of when you get into the coaching profession. But one of the things that you realize and understand is that these opportunities never present themselves unless you're fortunate to be around great coaches and mentors to help guide you along the way.
Welcome to the season finale of Clash of the Horns. Thank you guys for watching these videos. Since I started making these videos for you guys, all the Rams fans out there, football fans, and it was a great year of Rams NFL football, and I'm actually very excited for the future. I think I owe it to you guys doing the season finale to talk about the last game and my experiences at the game against the Atlanta Falcons. A devastating loss, a loss that I couldn't come to terms with until now. And let's get to it. So the Atlanta Falcons really came into this game, and I honestly believe they came into the game not to lose. So they try to minimize mistakes. They try to take away Todd Gurley from Jared Goff, and they try to just take time of possession and win the turnover battle in time of possession, and they did a good job of doing that. At this type of time in the season, the playoffs, you cannot make mistakes, especially on special teams, especially after your team defensively. The Rams actually played fairly well against the Atlanta Falcons. So giving the ball away after the defense stops the Atlanta Falcons offense, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. And obviously I'm talking about Pharaoh Cooper and the special teams as well, the communication between the special teams. I honestly thought they did a good job of getting after Matt Ryan, and defensively our secondary played fairly well, but there's times where the linebackers just got to make some tackles. And I was watching the game in the stands and later on television where I saw Alec Ogletree not get crucial tackles in crucial times and crucial downs. So that really bit us in the butt, especially after the Atlanta Falcons were ahead because of those turnovers. So we have to really look at this game as a learning experience. And obviously a lot of Rams fans felt very bad about this game because we know we had the talent. We know we could have possibly won this game if it wasn't for certain mistakes. But give credit to Atlanta, man. They actually played us very well, and I was excited to watch this game because I knew it wasn't going to be easy. Trust me, when I made my last video about this game, I even said it's not going to be easy. We really have to be consistent, and we have to play to win. So I thought the offense was not bad, was not terrible. I think Sean McVay did at least what he could have done, playing catch-up football with the Falcons because they were ahead of us. And when a team is ahead of you, you kind of start being a little bit more aggressive. You start throwing the ball more. And I honestly understand how the game plan changed after those turnovers. And you can see it in his face, man. Like, he kept his composure. I actually like the fact that he's the type of head coach that keeps his composure, especially being very young, his first playoff game. It's a learning experience for Sean McVay. But I saw the fact that he was throwing the ball more, being more aggressive in the passing game because of the fact that we were back. We were down by a score or two. So once we tied it up, that's when you started seeing this team rolling and getting in the rhythm, and Atlanta just did a really good job of getting time of possession. So defensively, we have to look at this team and saw that we struggled a lot when it came to stopping the run throughout the season. It caught on to us in the playoffs because our linebackers need to tackle better. I saw missed tackles from Mark Barron. I saw missed tackles from Alec Ogletree that I spoke to about before. I saw our defensive line get after Matt Ryan, but couldn't stop the run. So they simply did a lot of screen passes, quick passes to Julio Jones, a new play action pass, touchdown for Julio Jones. And I honestly think we played better defensively in the secondary that game for what we had to work with. You know, being down, and we stopped we went after Matt Ryan. We gave him a hell of a game, and we were tough. And if you would see after the game kind of like interviews and videos that they made and that we made, Matt Ryan was very impressed about our team. This is a team that beat us like 42-7 the year prior, 42-3. I forgot the score. That's the game that Jeff Fisher got fired. And to being now in the playoffs against them, that's a huge improvement. And I know a lot of you Rams fans wish it wasn't just an improvement. You guys wish we won this game. You guys wanted us to be in the NFC Championship game. You wanted us to be in the Super Bowl, and I totally understand that. And I honestly think we had the talent to do it, but defensively, we just didn't have the players, I think, to do exactly what Wade Phillips' defense looks like. Because we have 4-3 guys playing in a 3-4 defense who really couldn't stop the run at all, really, in the regular season. There were certain teams that kind of sucked at running the football anyways, so we looked good at stopping the run, but once we played a team that had weapons on the offensive side of the ball, running the football like the Saints, you saw us struggle against the Vikings, we struggled a little bit against the Jags, like teams like that. Those are the teams you're gonna be playing in the playoffs, and those are the teams that can kick your butt in the playoffs if they can run the football, and you can't stop the run. So there's no reason why, in my opinion, that the Falcons couldn't have won this game, or that the Rams couldn't win this game, because they can also run the ball down the field, running with Todd Gurley, throwing the ball with Jared Goff. So that's just my assessment of this game. I just think we underachieved, we underperformed, but we showed some heart, and I'm glad that the Rams actually made this game fairly entertaining and consistent, and we just didn't like lose the game and that was it. So we were competitive, but I wanted us to win this game, and mistakes happen, but at crucial times like this, it's the worst, man. So to me, I'm proud of this team. I'm proud of the year that we had, and I can't wait for the best to come next season when we look at what we have on defense and the players that we need to get to fulfill that Wade Phillips system. When the first video I made, I think it was a Sean McVay video, I said, can maybe the Rams improve offensively? And looking back, everything I said on that first video kind of came to pass throughout the season. So we got offensive players, offensive linemen like Andrew Whitworth, Sullivan gave us that veteran presence, and we had a talented young offensive lineman. We got rid of Greg Robinson, and good thing we did, and at least we got a pick for him, even though we wasted a first round on him. We got wide receivers, then later Sammy Watkins comes in, and then you just had a really high-powered offense, all gas, no brakes, Jared Goff throwing the ball down the field offense from 32nd to 1st in the NFL. That is one of the biggest turnarounds in NFL history, and that's one of the reasons why I think not only Rams fans are talking about Sean McVay, but you have fans that are like Niners fans, you have fans from different fan bases that like Sean McVay and actually think he's going to be very good for a very long time, which I agree. Then you look at Wade Phillips, and I said, can Wade Phillips improve our defense? And looking out down the season, we picked up certain players and we did what we could with what we had, and that's how I looked at this defense. So I was thinking, well, we go to the playoffs the first year every time Wade Phillips runs their defense, and he actually made, I think, our secondary better than it was the year prior. We got more turnovers, our linebackers got more turnovers, our defensive linemen got more turnovers, our secondary got more turnovers than last year, but we struggled to stop the run. So now we're at that time where we need to really look at this defense and do what we did with our offense last year and do that to this year's defense. And if we can do that, we can be a team to reckon with next year. Even though the schedule looks tough, even though some players are gonna leave, I still think because Wade Phillips knows what he's doing, he can get his guys and we can make a deep run in the playoffs next season. We made the playoffs this year. That's exactly what I wanted us to do, and I expected the Rams to either go 9-7 or better and make the playoffs. Just by improving the offense alone, and I made that clear. And then now defensively, if we can just upgrade some pieces on this defense, like our edge rusher, maybe a new corner. Obviously, Terrain Johnson might come back. I still think we'll sign LaMarcus Joyner. I still think we'll end up re-signing Aaron Donald some way, somehow, or he might play in 5th year and then we'll sign him next year. I still think we'll get our guys on the defense side of the ball, and we will be a force to reckon with next season. So watch how this team goes after these players in the draft and free agency, and we might actually end up cutting, you never know, a Mark Barron or a Robert Quinn to save some cap room and re-sign some players and then bring some players in. I hear a lot of speculation about that going on, whether we release some players or whether we will try to restructure contracts or let go of Tavon Austin for more money, or trade a player to get another player, or trade a player and save some cap room. So we'll see what we do in the offseason. I still think this team has everything they need offensively without changing anything offensively other than franchise tagging Sammy Watkins for another year. We can still be the same team offensively. Next year, defensively is what we got to look at. Now, talking about the offseason, I'm going to be making highlight videos. I'm going to be making little videos here and there about the LA Rams, and hopefully you guys like those videos. If you have any recommendations about any players, leave a comment, and I will make sure to try to do my best with the video content online and just make a really cool highlight video. I try to do one for LaMarcus Joyner. They got a lot of love, you know, obviously Cooper Kupp, Todd Gurley, Robert Woods. I'm working on other videos right now, but I'll try to do one every week or 2 every week, and then other videos that are Rams related. Now, being that my YouTube channel grew from pretty much some subscribers, some viewers, like I had about 40 in about the first 2 months, and then I grew up to be almost 200 and plus now. I would like to give out a shout out and a thank you to 3 channels that I feel have really helped me grow. You know, obviously a lot of those people were Rams fans, and they happened to glance at my video somehow, some way down the season and actually started watching and commenting and shouted me out. So I want to start with Combat Sports. Dude, thank you for really helping me out grow my channel. You're an awesome guy. I like watching your videos as well. I'm sure a lot of Rams fans that have come from your channel to mine have really given me a lot of love, and I appreciate that a lot. And I've noticed when you guys were shouting me out, I started getting more viewers, and I do my best to interact with everybody. So thank you a lot, Combat Sports. I like watching your channels. I think all the LA stuff is cool, man. The UFC stuff, I watch it all the time, so thank you a lot. Also, Anthony Manna. Anthony Manna, I've been watching him for about 1.5 years, but I wasn't really making videos at that time when I started watching him, but I was interested in the whole video making concept. So I really like Anthony's channel. I like the whole way that he talks about the Rams and what they need to do, especially when Jeff Fisher was a coach and you saw just utter craziness coming from Jeff Fisher, and Anthony Manna kept it 100, and he literally will tell you how he feels, and he will make sure to explain how he feels and why he feels that way. And I actually like the fact that he has a second opinion on his show. So that's awesome, and you never know what you're gonna get with Anthony. You know, he also has like old school Rams games that I watched when I first caught his channel. So I mean, you get old school Rams games and you get Rams football talk. So thank you a lot, Anthony, for shouting me out. And I like the fact that you guys like the style of video making I do. So it's really honest to get some cool feedback. And also Badger Bear. Badger does awesome like highlights. He puts out press conferences. He does all kinds of Rams related stuff. So shout out to you guys, man. You guys have really helped me grow this channel from where it was to what it is now. And hopefully I can make some more subscribers by putting in some work on some of these little videos I'm gonna be making, highlight videos and seasonal videos, so I'll put the highlights for the season and stuff. So I'm gonna try to grow my channel that way in the future. Also, I'll be coming up with some beanies and t-shirts and stuff, but that's mainly because I want to give out to some fans, and I'll make sure to put those out if anybody's interested. So thank you guys for watching the season finale. Obviously the Rams had a bunch of players on the Pro Bowl. You have your Sean McVay might be the MVP, might be the best head coach of the season, depending on what the people voted on. Also, you have Isaac Bruce as a finalist in the Hall of Fame. You got a lot of stuff going on with Todd Gurley, maybe MVP. Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year. I heard that Cooper Kupp might be nominated for Rookie of the Year, but I doubt it. I don't think so. But he did a great job, and I really expect a lot from Cooper Kupp next season. So you got that going on. And then you have the Super Bowl. And this is the part where I literally give you my opinion on the Super Bowl. I'm going to root for the Eagles mainly because they don't have any rings. It would be better than Tom Brady getting another Super Bowl, and I don't like the Patriots. My most hated football team, it's between the Patriots, the Raiders, and the Niners. Those are the most hated football teams in my opinion. That I do not like them whatsoever. So it would be nice for the Eagles to get their first against them. I know they have a history with the Patriots, so I'm rooting for the Eagles, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm betting money with the Patriots. So either way, it's a win-win situation. Either I win some money with the Patriots win, or they still lose and the Eagles win, and I'm happy that they didn't get another Super Bowl ring, because cheaters. So yeah, I don't root for cheaters, so I'm gonna root for the Eagles. Other than that, you guys, thank you guys for watching this video, the season finale video for the Clash of the Horns YouTube channel. I will keep in touch with you guys, make more videos. If I go to events, I will make sure to get those on camera and give you guys a pretty good first-person view perspective of what's going on. Like next year, I'll be going to the first training camp like I did this year. So the first day of training camp, I will be there. And if there's any events that look pretty cool for you guys to go to, I will let you guys know if those events are coming up. So other than that, you guys, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, share, subscribe,